Hello and welcome to another day of drafting with me, Gabriel Haynes. Today we're doing a very special Thanksgiving edition of drafting with me, Gabriel Haynes. We had a lovely dinner last night, full of friends, full of fun. And you know what the best part about Thanksgiving is? The leftovers. Alright, so pack one, pick one. Definitely some powerful cards here. The rare is definitely not in consideration, but Ratter is very powerful in the right deck. However, Melee is just good in any red deck, so that's a pretty interesting pick. And I think it's really just between those two cards. Transformation, meh. Secret Keeper, very powerful in multiples, but I wouldn't take it over these. I'm going to take the Ratter, but it's really, really close. It might even be Melee, honestly. It's a very close pick. I might take Melee here, actually. There's the leftovers I'm talking about. Now that I'm thinking more, I think I also take Melee. Ratter has more upside, but in the wrong deck, it doesn't do anything. Red Cap Melee is just good in any red deck. It's just good, cheap, efficient removal. You can use it in the late game, or you could use it on one of the red creatures. And it's just really powerful. And if you don't go red-blue, the Ratter is not very good. So I'm going to take the Melee here and see what we get. Now, no red cards that we could consider. We could take an Animating Fairy. It's a fine card. We could take a Reaper, also a fine card. But this pack isn't very exciting overall. I think I'll just take the Fairy, but I'm not very excited about it. Like, it's just fine. Reaper's good too, but I think Animating Fairy we could kind of build around, but I don't know. Okay. Another kind of weak pack. These uncommons are not what we're gonna do. All that glitters, I don't think is very good. It's fine, but it's not very good. Wintermore Commander, not in our colors at all. Spinning Wheel, not really exciting card. When I first saw this card, I thought it was pretty good. But then you realize that 5 mana to tap a creature is not really going to progress you on board. Yes, technically in the late game you can deal with one of their big threats, but you can't really do anything else. You have to just tap out for it, essentially. So, it's not very good. I think here I'm going to take the Smitten Mitten. This card is okay. I mean, it's good in the right deck, and it's like over like one of these red cards. And these red cards are super medium. I'm not excited about any of them. And I don't know if I'm red yet. So I'm going to take the card with the most upside. But like this pick is really quite poor. So in the theme of this poor draft, I don't really see anything here either. Oakham Ranger, again, we're not close to that. We are seeing some white coming around, but Oakham Ranger is like just not a great card. I mean, you're gonna play it in any of your green Selesnya decks, your green-white decks, but otherwise it's just fine. Like, it just doesn't do a whole lot. If this was 3 mana, create 2 human tokens, and then 4, create 4, like, if it curved into itself, this card would be great. But the fact that you have to, like, wait over 2 different turns to play it makes it quite poor. So I don't really know what I should take here. It's probably like we could take foreboding fruit. We could take a tome raider. Could take an errant. Pick these cards are not very good. I think it's between one of these two, foreboding fruit and tome raider. We're kind of seeing black, but it's really not really too early to tell. Like the only things we're seeing are white, but these white cards are just not impressive. Like Fairy Guide Mother it's a fine aggressive card. It's good in a white aggressive deck, but I don't really want to take it here. Maybe I should, because like I think I'll take Foreboding Fruit, which is really not going with what we have at all. We first picked this red card, but we're not seeing a ton of red. Maybe I will take the Guide Mother just because like it's either these. I think Guide Mother is better than these, perhaps. Foreboding Fruit is good in the green deck, but we're not seeing any green. Tome Raider is just a kind of a filler card. It doesn't really do a whole lot unless you're in a draw 2 archetype, which we could be in, but I'm not sure. We could just be an aggro deck. So I'll take the Guide Mother. I'm not going to miss any of these cards. And Guide Mother is just a good, solid card. Alright, so... Man, this is a tough pick, though. So we do see a Ratter, which is definitely the most powerful card. I think we should take it here. But there is a Trapped in the Tower, as we were seeing a little white, and a Witching Well, which goes really well with an Animating Fairy. So maybe we are in a draw 2 archetype. I think it's too late to pass on a Ratter at this point, and it means that the draw 2 archetype may be open, but we'll see. I'll take the Ratter here. Okay, so Run Away Together is good. Once in Futures is fine, not very exciting. We could also take Thrill, since we're looking to be kind of a draw 2 deck with our Ratter. So I think we'll pick that up here, and it's like this, it's either Thrill a possibility or Run Away Together. And Run Away Together, it's fine, but it's not very exciting. So I think I'll take Thrill here. So it looks like red is slightly open now. We get a 7th pick, Searing Barrage, which is very good. So we'll take that. Now we could take Golden Egg, which triggers the Ratter, which works well with an Animating Fairy. It's either that or Red Cap, but Golden Egg fits kind of perfectly what we're trying to do. Now we don't have a very exciting pick. I think we'll just take the Trebuchet. It's a good card, but it's not really what we want to be doing in this type of deck. These cards are not good. I think Flutterfox maybe is the best card here, but I don't know. Now we could take Raging Redcap or the Redcap Raiders. I think I'll take the Raging Redcap. Okay. So we ended up in red for sure. Red is looking good for us. Now, we could look at blue with a Gadwick. Is a very good reason to be blue, and that is the archetype you want to be in. So I think we'll try to move into that into the draw 2 archetype. This pack is very, very good for blue, or for our deck in general. Like this pack is very strong. Gadwick is very strong. Into the Story is very strong. Witching Well is very strong. Golden Egg is very strong. But the thing is, Gadwick is just a really good card. The thing is that you don't need to play this card on turn 3. As opposed to the other colors of the I don't know how you call it. The triple colored, like the green one, for example, Yorvo is green, green, green. That you want to play on turn 3. The red one, what's the red one? What is the red one? Is it Torbrand? Is there a different red one? Not even sure. What is the red one? Maybe it is Torbrand. Not really sure. But the white one is not very good, but you want to play it on turn 3. And the black one, Ayara, is also good, but you want to play it on turn 3. Gadwick, you can play on turn 8, and it's still good, right? It gets better the later the game goes. So even though we're not a heavy blue deck yet, we could still look at this card and be pretty happy with it. So I'm going to pick it up here. So now there's some really good black cards. Epic Downfall and Conrad in the same pack. I've faced this pick before, and I've taken Conrad over the Downfall multiple times. But we really didn't see any red, and I don't think we want to take one of these cards here. We could take Downfall on the splash. Or we could take Opt. Opt is very good in this deck because it triggers our draw 2 thing, but we don't have a lot of draw 2 stuff yet. So it's kind of a hard pick. I think Epic Downfall, I'm going to take the Epic Downfall here and speculate. We may go into black somehow. Conrad is the more powerful card, but we're not going to play this and like our blue cards. It's possible we could splash a Downfall if we get enough golden eggs. So I think I'll take it here. It's like over Opt. And Opt is a good card. It's fine, but it's not really... It seems a little too weak. So now we don't see any blue or any good red, but we do see a good black card in Reaper. A good card in Fierce Witchstalker, but I don't want to take that. So I'm going to take the Reaper here. It's kind of sucky because we're not seeing like the I think Red Reaper is Reaper is the most powerful card in this pack. I mean, no, it's close. Like Fierce Witchstalker and Reaper are tied in my book. Trapped in a Tower is in a close second, but like the blue card here is terrible. The red cards here are not very good, and so this draft is kind of all over the place right now. Like we could not be blue, we could be just black red. So put that back in, and I'll take the Reaper here, but I'm not happy about it. So again, kind of not a great pack for us. We're not seeing like a lot of red cards, which is what we were most committed to, which is kind of disappointing. And these black cards are not very good. They're double black, very heavy black, which we don't want. Cauldron's Gift is fine. I didn't say please is fine, but pretty bad. Like this is a pretty bad situation for us. So Witch's Oven, we don't have any synergy with that other than an animating fairy. Cauldron's Gift, we could just take and play that. It's like Cauldron's Gift, Oven, or Didn't Say Please. Oven is really not doing us any favors right now. Wow, this is tough. This draft is all tough as hell. Oh, I think I'll take the Cauldron's Gift. I'm not excited about it. I don't think I've ever played this card, but it's like a fine card. It's a fine card. It's not exciting. It's not bad. It's just fine. And we are seeing some black cards here. Pick 4. So who knows? And like Didn't Say Please is fine, but like we may not play blue. Another Ratter. Jeez. We gotta take that here. No other options really. So this pack is bad too. I mean, there's a white card here. We're seeing a little bit of white, but we're not going to go into white now. It's way too late. I think we're kind of in red-black now, which is not a good archetype. I mean, especially with not the Ratters. We don't have any way to use them right now, except for Golden Egg, which is pretty bad. But I guess I'll take like it's like either Weaselback or like Jousting Dummy, and we're pretty upset about playing either of these cards, so I'll just take the Weaselback. But like it's like trapped in a tower. Well, I really don't want to go back to white now. I think that white ship has sailed, and I'll take a Thrill. Thrill triggers. Oh, we also have a Thrill. I forgot about that. I think I'll take Thrill here just to trigger our Ratters. I mean, this might be the only way that we can win games is with these Ratters, and we just need a lot of ways to trigger them. We could play like a... If we get enough of those, what are the Merchant of the Veils, which we haven't seen any of yet, then we could kind of make something work, but... So the Opt... Oh, this Opt, it wheeled. No, it didn't actually wheel. I'm going to take the Opt now for sure. And I think next pack we will get another Opt, which we did not. Very peculiar. But I think now what we're going to do, we're just going to go more into the blue archetype and just try. We have to settle in out to the draw two because now we have double Ratter. It's just too ridiculous. I'll take the Turtle as just a random filler card. These cards are not good for us. Oh, Wolverine is fine. It's not exciting. We already have a Slipper, so I guess I'll take a Bargain. So this deck is not really coming together at this point. But, well, Torbrand, Animating Fairy, Barrage. So we are going to be a very heavy red deck. So Torbrand kind of fits with what we want to do. Like, unfortunately though, like Opt and stuff, it's kind of weird. Like the Torbrand doesn't really fit, but maybe we can play like a mono red something. Like I don't want to take an Animating Fairy here. We don't have a lot of support for it. We could cut blue and just be like red deck, but I don't know if we're gonna see it. So now we have a red cap melee and a barrage, both very decent options for us. So maybe we're just a mono red. I don't know if we'll get enough cards, but Skullknocker Ogre we might wheel, which would be fine. But I think we'll take the red cap melee here. I think it's better than barrage. It's just cheaper, so it's just better. Now what do we get? Probably like a Unexplained Vision. So we could play like just like a light blue mono, like heavy red, light blue. Otherwise it's like red cap or like Claim the Firstborn, which I'm not excited about, but I'm not really happy about this pick, but who knows. So this is a blue card that we could look to play. It does trigger our draw 2 stuff, but like it's so difficult. Maybe we just cut Torbrand eventually and we just play like a more traditional style draw 2 deck, but who knows. Faeburrow Elder, we can't play that. I don't think we want another Thrill. Seems bad. Like, I think we should take a red card here. I guess I'll take a red cap. It works well with Torbrand. And Charm Sleep is a card I like. And Bargain is fine. So, yeah. We settled into a deck. I don't think it's a particularly good one. It's kind of unfocused. But I think we did the best we could. And there's the Ogre we wanted to wheel. This was a very difficult draft, and I'm not sure if there were any picks. Like, we could have pick one, another Mad Ratter, but like it's impossible to know. Okay, so how do we make this deck? I think we should attempt a heavy red. Get rid of that. Like, we don't need those. Like, these are good blue cards. we cannot play a mono red, which is kind of where this deck wants to be, but I think we need to play Torbrand and Gadwick. We could cut Gadwick. I mean, I think we need to play like an 11 land deck, 11 red, like this, 11 red, 6 blue, and pray. Let's see how much removal we have. This deck is ugly. This deck is ugly, I'm not gonna lie. So I think Vision can stay. Charm Sleep could go. Animating Fairy can go. It's not good. I don't know what cards we're gonna play. Like Opt and fine, but like I could just play 2 blue cards like this. But we're lacking playables, which is really bad, and we don't really have these, like, we don't have the support. I mean, I don't know what to do. Maybe we shoot. This deck is so bad, I don't know what to do. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Play that, play that, play that. How many creatures do we have? Shoot. Like, Bargain is terrible. And we can't play that mana base if we're going to actually shoot, man. We have double blue cards. Oh my god. I think maybe we just take out Torbrand then. I think we'll just take out the Torbrand. Play the Fairy. Animating Fairy is just not good though. We only have 1 artifact. So it's just bad. I mean, it's not bad, it's just fine. Not exciting. Just a 2 mana, 2/2 flyer. So that's bad. Man. It's really difficult. It's really difficult here. I wouldn't mind playing like worse red cards, but we don't have enough red cards. Like, we don't have enough red cards to pull this off, actually. We're kind of just lacking. We just have to play it because we just don't have enough cards. Like, that's the problem. We just don't have the cards. And this is the only version of the deck we can actually put together. This is a terrible looking deck. Like, we could put a quarter monitor in, but like, it's bad. We could put a turtle in, but it's bad. We have to play like this. I mean, and we're just gonna have to pray. The problem is, again, we're playing 2 triple color cards. We want to be mono red, as far as I understand here, and like just play like a couple of blue cards, which like a mostly red deck. But we don't have the support because we didn't see a lot of red during the draft, which is odd because we got like a 7th pick barrage, right? No, I need to go back and look at that draft because it was very difficult to navigate. I mean, I'm not sure what was the optimal strategy here. Was it more of a, like, I don't know. I think this is just a prey deck. You know what we could actually, like, cut this turtle and just play another blue. It could be that. That actually makes me feel a lot better. So we usually don't want to play 18 lands, but we need to be very heavy blue and red, since we have double blue cards, or triple blue cards, and triple red cards. And we have a lot of ways to get rid of lands with Thrill of Possibility, and we have a tiny bit of fixing with Golden Egg. So I think this is the best we could do, and actually this deck makes a lot of sense with 18 lands. So, you know, whatever. Yeah, whatever. We could win some games here. Like, it's possible. Like, Red Cap with Torbrand is just broken.
otherwise, I don't know. Have some good removal that we may or may not cast. And like Turtle is really bad. We don't want that. I would even cut this animating fairy for something, but I don't have anything else to put it. Like, there's nothing else that I can put in instead. We don't have enough creatures to support a Crystal Slipper. Bargain is barely playable in this deck. We just don't, again, like I could cut Bargain and put in a Quarter Monitor, but it's so bad. Quarter Monitor doesn't offer us anything. It offers us early defense, which I don't want early defense. Weaselback barely does anything. I mean, this is not a good card. I mean, it's good with Torbrand, and I think we need to go with as much synergy as possible. Like, Quarter Monitor has 0 synergy. Like, it doesn't get activated by an animating fairy. It doesn't draw you cards for, Mad Ratter. So the problem with this deck is that it's split between these two cards. It's split between a Ratter and the Torbrand. And we don't have an option to commit to either one because we just didn't get the cards. So, very poor. But maybe we should have taken... So, pack 1, pick 2, we had an option to take an Opt over, like, what? Gadwick? No. No, there was like an Opt pick that we didn't end up taking. I don't know. Anyway. Sweet potato pie for you. Right. So, and not particularly good, but we have a fairy on 3, or Brimstone Trebuchet, and then we can play a Ratter into Thrill, and then Vision after. So, it's a plan. And now that they played the Youthful Knight, I'm definitely going to play the Trebuchet so we could block. I don't really care about this Trebuchet either, because, we're not really a Knight's deck. So, he definitely has a pump spell. It's probably the Silver Flame Squire. I think it's just fine. We need to keep our life total up. If we keep our life total up, we could win this game with a Mad Ratter. So, we kind of want to waste his turn here. And by blocking here, we ensure that he's going to use a pump spell, which means he's not going to be able to add to the board. And the next turn, we can play a Ratter. He's going to attack us for a 2, which is fine. And then the turn after, we can make some rats. And we can do something. So I'm going to make this block. He's going to kill it 100%. And there's a Squire. But it's fine. Because basically we wasted his turn. Which is great. And now he's going to attack us. But he's only attacking for 2. If we draw land, we're definitely going to play Vision. If not, we'll probably play Thrill, get rid of Bargain. Bargain does nothing for us. This card is kind of scary, but we have some rats to block it, so let's play the Vision. We even get the Adamant on the Vision, which is very lucky. And we don't need any more lands. Do we want Thrill of Possibility? It triggers the Ratter, but we already have one. I don't think we want this Thrill. Because we already have a Thrill, we have another way to trigger the Ratter next turn. It doesn't really offer us anything, so. And we don't need any more lands because we have 3 of each. So we could cast Gadwick or the Torbrand. So what I'm going to do here, we could either, I think I'll just chump block this Fireborn Knight. I don't want to take so much damage. We want to keep our life total up. The longer this game goes, the better for us. That's bad. That's bad. Killed the Ratter, but what are you gonna do? So I think now what we should do is just play Tomb Raider, and then probably Red Cap. We did get Charm Sleep, but we tapped double blue. That's unfortunate. Should have thought about that. That's my fault. And yeah, let's play Red Cap. And what we're going to do this turn is chump Fireborn and Red Cap on the Youthful Knight. Game number 4, number 3, I don't know. Whatever game we're at now. 7. Diego! My name is Diego. Alright, I go first. Is this a keep? Yes. Now, do we opt here? Probably. I mean, we're not really looking for anything in particular, so maybe not. The only thing that we could look for, so now we can opt pretty safely for a red source, and if it's not a red, then we don't want it. So that makes us, like, if we see a blue, we didn't want it. But, like, if Gadwick was on the top, then we may want it. So, anywho. So, now we can opt. And if it's a blue, we can bottom it. If it's another spell, like red, we want. So we keep that. Now we can just put down Trebuchet. And pass. Okay. So what do we do now? We could thrill, discard what? We don't really want to discard anything. So we could melee this if we just wanted to melee it, just for fun. We probably just want to do that since we already have another removal spell, and Merchant does not get hit very well by Charm Sleep. So I think I'll just go ahead and do that. It's a pretty good target. It's not fantastic, it's not great, and the problem is we can't really use Thrill now. We can't, like, we don't really want to discard anything, so I don't know. Kind of a weird spot. Witch Stalker, okay. That we can pretty easily Charm Sleep. So I think we just take our draw step, see what we get. Another melee. So now we'll just Charm Sleep this and pass the turn back. We're really waiting for one more red for our Torbrand. That way our Trebuchet is going to do a lot of damage. And if they play another red creature, then we can melee it here. But obviously, if it's green, we're not going to sack a land for it. Okay. Now I'm not sure that I want a Merchant, because this is our last removal spell. So we might want to keep it. Merchant isn't that scary. I mean, it's okay, but it's not that scary. So let's play this, and I guess pass the turn back. We're not doing a whole lot. We're just kind of sitting around, not doing anything, but nothing to do about that. Opponent is thinking. So now we definitely get rewarded for waiting. We can just hit that with another red cap melee and fizzle the Toonvale Treefolk, take his turn away, and that's a really good exchange for us. Pretty happy about that. Now we get to ping. If drawing red land would be great here, but we didn't. But we get to attack. We get to ping, play red cap, and attack with the Wolverine. So yeah, I mean, we're looking in very good shape. We're in control of the board. We have ways to draw more cards with Thrill. We have two very powerful card drawing spell and a Torbrand, which is just pretty broken. And yeah, we're looking okay. Ping, and it's my turn. So we did not draw the red, but I think we could pretty easily just unexplained vision here and see what happens. So a lot of red, so we definitely don't need any more lands. We have our triple blue and our triple red for either of the cards. Bottom 3 lands here feels really nice. And we also get to go, next turn we get to go Mad Ratter into Thrill, which is really good, or just Torbrand. Mad Ratter into Thrill is probably better, because we want to utilize the Mad Ratter the same turn we play it, and we have 6 lands. We'll have exactly 6 lands, which is really good, and we can just discard a mountain pretty easily. And he wants to outmuscle that. That's okay. I'm not scared of taking 1 hit from this, but this Witch Stalker is going to do us some damage. But again, if they want to race, we're going to be set up pretty well to do that. We could also double block. No, we can't, actually. But once we play the Torbrand, then the Bloodhaze Wolf will be able to trade with the Witch Stalker. And that's a pretty aggressive use of Carver, but it's fine. Should also just wait till after? No? I don't know. Let's ping them. So now we have a couple options. We can play Ratter into draw card, or we can just play Torbrand draw card. I think what we want to do is we want to get the Ratter going as soon as possible. And I guess we could just Thrill, or do we want to Egg? It's kind of a close decision. I don't really know what the benefit of either one is. I guess we could just Egg first. Like, our next turn is pretty scripted as well. It's not like we're... Well, we got a little rewarded, I think. So, yep. So now we can attack with this. And end turn. So if he taps out here, we can play Torbrand and Animating Fairy next turn. And that's going to give us a whole host of damage. So we just don't want to die here. But it's going to be pretty hard for him to kill us with this Witch Stalker from this point. He might kill us out of nowhere, but it has Trample, so I don't really want to chump block. And I think we have a good chance of winning next turn if he taps out. If he doesn't tap out, so he's giving 10. So if he has another pump spell, we might lose. But you can't really play around that. Like if he just shoots the Carver down right now. Okay. So he's tapped out. So we're going to ping. So now this is what we do. We play a land for sure. Is this a knight? It is not. We're going to play this. Attack with everything. So, and we're going to do 3. So he's essentially at 5. And all of these are also doing 3. So this is going to be 3. I think we just win. So this is, if he blocks, what is he going to block? He's going to block the wolf. So he's taking 3, 5. Plus he's going to have a 4/4 to deal with. So I think he's just dead. So let's tap correctly here. Like this. We'll animate the egg here. And now we can just attack all. And again, he's going to block right here, and then he's taking a lot of damage, so he's just dead. Good game. Nice. Good win for us. Good win for us there. Next game here. Keep it up. Alright, so we'll keep this. Not a great hand, but hopefully Golden Egg can draw us into something. And we do have, you know, a 4-drop and a removal spell, so it's fine, but, you know. So let's play our red, play this egg, and next turn we can play a red cap, a raging red cap, that is, and then into Ogre. I don't know if there's any reason to play this island right now. The only thing is like Charm Sleep, but I don't know. Let's just play that. And then next turn we have the Ogre to deal some damage. Like, that's the thing with the Ogre. It's a very curious card. Like, now it's not helping him. In that other game, it did help them draw to their land, but it's complicated. It's hard to evaluate. Alright. So, yep, there's a Charm Sleep, but it's not like we could cast it now anyway off this Golden Egg, but I don't think there's any reason. So we're going to attack first. He's not going to block. And then we'll just dump our Ogre. I think it's better to get this. We could also red cap plus red cap, but not sure that's worth it right now. If he plays a big threat, then it's fine. What does he have here for 4? He could have Scorching Dragonfire, attack for 3. It could also be that we're trading 3 damage for 2 damage, but the thing is if he just plays a random creature, taps it and attacks, like we won't be able to block with the red cap. So we played Paladin. So the question is, do we want to race? We could just take 8, hit him back for 6. I think we do. I don't think we want to block here. Since we have a very efficient removal spell in red cap melee, that's really good against him. I don't think we want to block. We attack first. We have a good efficient removal. And I think it's not worth it for us right now. So let's attack. And we did get a Cercara, which is a gift. We've been super lucky with this Ogre, I'll be honest with you. So now what we could do, I think we could either drop Trebuchet or Red Cap. The thing is, Red Cap blocks pretty nicely here. Like we could just take a trade. So maybe it makes sense. Like I don't mind putting a Red Cap on a Paladin. And just take 3. 7 dwarves. Okay, that's fine. If we're able to use this melee on offense, it could be really nice. If he goes for some sort of pump spell, we can blow him out. So this kind of leaves us more flexible. If we play the Trebuchet, we get more value out of the pings, but we don't get value out of we don't get this double striker in play. So the question is now, let's see what they do. So let's melee here, and then next turn we can just Charm Sleep this and then just attack all. We don't even need to Charm Sleep actually, we could just attack all and then play Trebuchet, because how much damage are we dealing to him? For 8, so he doesn't need to block, and we're not dead on the way back, he's only dealing 5, and we will have blockers, so he has to block now, since we're ahead on the race. Okay, it's fine. And now we can take 4 from the Red Cap Raiders. We'll just play a Trebuchet and the Weasel. And we can use a Charm Sleep on offense as well. Since we're in a racing situation, it's a lot more valuable. Jousting dummy is fine. So we have a clean block here. And we can just take 4. We could double block, but that doesn't make sense. Just take 4, it's fine. So we're down low, but we're still winning. And the Trebuchet gives us a pretty nice way to finish the game. So we could, if we, oh, well, I'm not sure why he conceded there. If we attacked with all, he wasn't dead, so it seemed like a little premature to concede, but okay, I'll take it, no problem. No problemo, sir. Oh, Yeah, I think this is a hand we can keep. Opponent goes first. So right now, what we could do, if we draw like a blue, we could discard the blue, but I don't really want to discard blue to, well, that could be a problem for us. But so since we drew the blue now, I don't mind thrilling to get rid of the blue, because we know we don't need 4 blue for anything. 3, yes, but 4, no. But this is a game we could very easily lose since the opponent already curved out extremely aggressively. 1 drop, 2 drop, 5/5, which is really bad for us, but I don't know. Now he just plays his 5/5. We'll thrill, discard land. I'm not even sure what we could do. We need like Charm Sleep. Oh man, way too many lands as well. Wow, that's a lot of lands. So let's play, I guess, Trebuchet, but we're going to lose this game for sure. Sometimes Lovestruck Beast can just win the game. I mean, if we draw one of our removal spells, Repcap Melee doesn't do it. Searing Barrage will do it, but it's maybe too late. We need really Charm Sleep to deal with these the Lovestruck Beast, or we can get rid of this 1/1 somehow if we draw like a melee or something. But he probably has removal in hand as well, since he's in black-green, which is very removal-heavy colors. It's like he's probably out-muscling right now. Watch. Halberd on a beast. Wow. Okay. So, aggressive play here. So we really want to take out this 1/1, since he won't be able to attack with the Lovestruck Beast. Maybe he just has like a pump spell. Yeah. Okay. So we just lose basically. If we can, yeah. Whoa, that is so many. What the heck? If we play this, we have to chump block. Whatever. This game's over. Like, he's gonna attack all. We have to chump block here. It's not even an option. I don't know why he doesn't attack with the 1/1. It doesn't make any sense since we have to block like this. I guess he's playing around so tiny, but even so tiny, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Not sure that. Wow. Oh my god. What? Alright. You got it. So many lands. What is that? Okay. It's fine. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So we're at 2 losses. So we're currently, how many? 4 and 2. So yeah, let's try to squeeze out another win with this deck. We did I think we did a little better than I would have expected. But finding the 18th land is really important for this deck. Like, playing a turtle is bad in this deck. Bargain is really bad in this deck. If I could take this out for something, maybe like for a turtle, but turtle is just horrible. I mean, it's really not a good card. Maybe Slipper, but again, like, it's just terrible. Like, we really are not an attacking deck at all. I mean, we win with attacking if we curve out somehow in our like mono red style, but we have a lot of powerful cards, so we want to win with our power level. But I don't know. Opponent goes first. This hand is really bad. I think this is a hand we have to send back. Wow, even a worse hand. We have to keep this. Get rid of a mountain. I don't want to go down a card here. At least we'll have a free melee, but... Oh! That was a big mistake. I didn't... I meant to play the island there and opt, but... We could just melee now since he activated that. I'm for it. Why not? Because we want to keep our life total up as much as possible. And let's just opt now, main phase, keep an ogre. Like, it's a card we can play in a turn, so I think we need to. And I think we'll probably trade Raider for Ogre. Being on the draw with his hand, yeah. So take 3. And again, here's a situation where Bargain actually is just horrible, doesn't do anything. Well, that's the card we would have much rather red capped, but not to do. So do we need to play the Ratter and try to get lucky? I'm not sure. I think we make this trade for the red cap Raiders here, and then hope that we can top deck an island to charm sleep that. But the Lock Dragon is really bad for us. Or if we'd like get another red cap off the top, that would even be better, since we can play Ratter and melee. But I don't know. And here we're seeing how we're punished for playing like this mana base, because if we had a more kind of normal distribution, then this Charm Sleep wouldn't be as hard to cast. And not being able to cast this Charm Sleep is pretty bad, because it would be really useful right now, but if we don't have it, you don't have it. And of course, I have to take this trade here. We're getting beat way too hard. And this Lock Dragon is really going to pound us to the ground if we don't find an answer for it ASAP. We have an answer, we need an island. Plays a 3/3, and what the heck is this? I have never played this card. Like, what is the point of this card? It's a 1 mana 1/1 that scries. Why would they even make this card? I don't even understand. Okay, so we're gonna play a Ratter and a Weaselback here, and hope to get lucky. We can trade Redcap for this Walker next turn, but we need an answer for the Lock Dragon right now. And this Bargain is really not doing us any favors. So we're taking 6. He's getting to continue to loot, which is really bad. Really bad. And Tomb Raider. Okay. We got lucky. And now, what do we have to do? We're just going to try to trade Hengewalker for this Weaselback. If he has Runaway together right now, opt. Okay. Now this Tomb Raider is going to be an issue. We need to get like a what's it called? The Trebuchet. So he could have a trick here, but not much we could do about it. I don't know why he would make this attack if he didn't have a trick. Trading Weasel back for Hengewalkers, I'm happy with that. Alliance, okay, that's pretty scary. At least what are they getting back? Opt, okay, that's bad. Well, that's not the card we wanted to see, and we're definitely gonna die. So, yeah. Is there any reason to barge in here? Maybe not. Because, like, we can discard this to Thrill, which is a card that we basically need. And, I mean, yeah. So now he's going to have a bunch of fairies. We're going to get swarmed very hard. His draw 2 deck seems a lot better than ours. I mean, I guess he's playing red cap raiders and stuff, but... So we're going to die quickly to the small flyers, and we don't really have an answer for them. And he can even activate Alliance again. Oh, but I guess he already did it this turn. Vision? Okay. Yeah, that's bad. At least he didn't get another fairy, but it's not going to matter. This is another game that we can't really win, unfortunately. The only way to win, like Trebuchet, but this Alliance is taking over the game. He's going to be able to activate it every turn, just with the Alliance itself, and then he's just going to be able to swarm us in a few turns anyway, so it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. 3 top as well. Okay. Yeah. If we, like, find Gadwick and then draw a lot of stuff, I don't know. Sure. Surprised he's doing that and he doesn't have anything else to play. I mean, it's weird, but it's fine. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. Alright. So, yeah, basically just lost. We lost this game, for sure. So this is 8. I don't know. Saw a lot of cards. This guy saw a lot of cards. Slaying fire to the face. Yeah. Alright. Good games. Good games. So this deck was, as expected, not great, but we got some wins. We did well. We went over 500, and we lost two games in a row there, so I don't know. Alright. Let's get our prizes. Prizes! Prizes! Give me those prizes! Prizes! Alright, anyway. That was the draft for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the channel, like and subscribe. If I made any misplays or any picks that you would have preferred to see, that you would have enjoyed seeing, then let me know. Take it easy. Bye.